Thanks for coming out. Good to be here. It's good to be here in this gentrified furnace room. I love the acoustics in here. When I tell a joke and it bombs, I like to be able to hear it 2 times. I want to hear it twice. Pretty diverse crowd, good-looking, diverse bunch. A few different shades of white. We got eggshell, we got alabaster, we got ivory, bone. Some of y'all are bone colored. That's very white. I'm a brown guy, Pakistani. I'm Muslim. I grew up pretty religious. I went to a Sunday school growing up, and it was very strict. It was so strict that all our daily activities were segregated by gender. Like everything from like eating lunch to praying to even like having sex. Like even that was segregated. Because they only let us do gay butt stuff, you know? Because it doesn't affect your virginity. Like they only let us, because you can fuck somebody in the butt and still be a good little Muslim boy. Do you guys know that? That's true. I have friends that actually used to believe that. Like, you think God's just up there watching a bunch of kids get their backs blown out? Like, don't you think he has better things to do? I like to imagine God just up there watching 2 kids about to hook up and he's like starting to get mad. But then he's like, oh wait, he's just putting it in her butt. That's not a big deal at all. It's in the butt, so what? That's actually in the Quran, that last thing that I just said. That's on page 4 of the Quran. I was doing a little bit of Uber driving today. I don't like it. I have to do it right now because I'm racially obligated. I don't like it. I picked up this woman named Anna. She was this Russian woman. Well, she was Moldovan, but she spoke Russian. And she was complaining to me about how sometimes she'll call an Uber and they'll come, or they won't come and then they'll cancel and she still gets charged like a fee. And she was like, I hate when this happens. And I was like, Anna, what you can do is just call customer support and request a refund. And she was like, no, but I don't want a refund. I want to kill them verbally. I want to verbally kill them. And so jokingly, I was like, I think you should kill them physically. Like, why limit yourself? I think you should find them and then stab them. And I don't think the sarcasm registered because she was like, no, because if I kill them physically, then I'll go to prison. I want to verbally attack them so much that they suffer from cardiac arrest and then get killed. Then I can't be liable for eliminating those beaches. I was like, oh no. Now I have to drive around with an erection. I hate driving with a boner, don't you, ma'am? I like it. I don't like Uber though. I don't like it because it sucks. Like it's not fun. I don't like doing things that aren't fun. You know, it's Uber does suck, especially in Atlanta. Like there's all the traffic. I get stuck in traffic and I tend to ruminate. Are you guys ruminators? I'm a ruminator, especially when I get stuck in traffic. Like I was stuck in traffic the other day. I started thinking about my uncle, and he's a dead guy. He's one of those. I was thinking about it because I did something kind of fucked up. Like this is 100% true. I wore a South Park t-shirt to his funeral. And I know that sounds unacceptable because it is, but you have to keep in mind, like Muslim funerals are not as formal in terms of dress code because we have to bury the body like within 24 hours. Otherwise it'll explode or something. I don't know. So it's like a last minute thing, you know? So we don't have a lot of time, so you can get away with dressing up casually as long as it's appropriate, which South Park is not. That's a show, have you guys seen South Park? That's a show that has a character that's literally a log of shit. Like that's like a talking dookie. That doesn't belong at a Muslim guy's funeral. That's the kind of shirt I'd wear to the funeral of someone who doesn't deserve any respect. You know, like a convicted pedophile? Like if you had to go to a convicted pedophile's funeral, would you bother to dress up? I don't think I wouldn't. Not unless he had so many redeeming qualities that it compensated. You know? Like, yeah, he fucked a bunch of kids, but he also made Thriller. Like that. I would wear a suit to that guy's funeral, I think. What I'm trying to say is I showed less respect to my own uncle than I would to like a mega talented pedophile. And so that's why I hate Uber. That's why I don't like doing it. Alright, I'll stop talking about pedophiles. Unless there's any in the room or there any pedophiles in there. Because sometimes like there is, and then I have to like talk to them. They'll sheepishly raise their hand and I have to be like, so how long have you been breaking the law? Okay. No pedophiles, that's good. What about couples? Is anyone here dating interracially? Yeah? Awesome. What's the mix, if you don't mind me asking?
Black and white.
Okay, that's a good mix. That's good. I mean, I love interracial marriage, especially when there's like a wife involved. I love it. I'm all about it. My only gripe is this: is if you're in like an interracial thing and you don't plan on having any kids, then like, what's the point? You know, like, what's the point if you're not even going to try to eliminate the white race? Listen. That's why I donate sperm at least once a week in Alpharetta. Because that's the only way. I have to do it that way. Because everyone there refuses to have sex with me. You might be wondering, what if you're a mixed race couple that isn't capable of having kids? You know, because some people can't procreate for whatever. And that's okay, because you can still contribute. What you can do is you can adopt. You can adopt a white baby and then just crush it. No. Oh my God, that's such a fucked up thing. No, listen, I'm pro-white, I'm pro-baby. I think some of you might hate me. I think if I ever adopted a white baby, I'd just raise it to be Chinese. Is that racist? I can't tell. Are there any racists in here? I'll tell you guys one thing and get out of here. I'm gonna get vulnerable for a second. I'm gonna tell you about like a weird sexual thing that happened to me. Alright, so I was hooking up with this Bumble match. You know, we were getting it on, and I was a finger banger. I know. Listen, I think I have the sex life of like a cool 7th grader. I wasn't doing a good job, by the way. I know this because at one point she looked at me and said, "You're not doing a good job." And at one point, she was like, "Okay, why don't you do what you're doing with your penis, but like do that, or with your finger, and do that with your penis instead?" And I was like, "Okay, bet. Let me just go wash my hands." She was like, "What? Why do you need to wash your hands?" And I was like, "Because there's stuff on my finger." And she was like, "What stuff?" And I was like, "I don't know like the academic term for it, but I think it's called pussy juice." There's pussy juice on my finger. Don't break eye contact with me, sir. And then she asked me to leave. And listen, I was so embarrassed. I swear to God, this is 100% true. I was so embarrassed that on my way out, I forgot to wash my hands. I got pussy juice all over my steering wheel. Listen, some of you think I'm crazy. I'm aware that this is abnormal behavior. I know. Okay, I have a little bit of OCD, I'm working on it. But I think that's also what makes the story like worth telling. You know, like I wouldn't be up here if I figured her and did a good job. Like, I think that'd be crazy. I told one of my friends and he called me anti-pussy. I was like, that's not even a word. You can't call me that. It's not true and it's not a word. Like that sounds like the pussy that you eat before the main pussy. Like if I was going to go down on some old Italian woman, she'd be like, not so fast. First you must eat the anti-pussy. It's just like an auxiliary pussy that she has. It's like a two-pronged outlet. All right. That's it.